don't scroll your life away. Oh my gosh, like sometimes I think I have so much potential and I'm just over here wasting it, just scrolling it away. I was in the middle of a workout right now and I couldn't help but think how good I was doing last year when I started this YouTube channel. And a lot of things have happened, but to summarize, I fell off track. I fell really bad spiritually, physically, mentally. Everything just went downhill. And it's only been recently that I've been starting to feel better, except today. Yesterday and today, it's just been horrible. And, I just want to get back on track this time. I don't want to fall off track. In fact, I want to keep getting better and better. And this just reminded me of last year. Even the shirt that I have on right now just reminded me of last year, how I was such a disciplined person. You know, that CD from last year had this project in her mind. She even quit her job, and this job was something she truly, truly loved. And she quit it just to have more time to make YouTube videos. And guess what happened? She just fell off track. Yeah. I feel like sometimes we have too much time in our hands and we overestimate how much time we have. And these past 2 months I've had every day free. Like every day I have it all to myself, 24 hours a day, all to myself. And what do? The only good thing I've done is work out. I can give myself the credit for that. And I can also give myself the credit for cleaning. I cook, I clean, I work out. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I journal, sometimes I pray, but it's not often. And so, like I was saying, I've been overestimating how much time I have, and in a blink of an eye, I turned 20. And like I said, these past 2 months, I I have been cleaning, I have been working out, I have been cooking, but I haven't made time for God like I should. I haven't made time for God in the way that I should, is what I mean. For example, there's this guy that, you know, I started talking to, and he's really cute. He just, I thought he was the one, and guess what? I give all my energy to him. I was constantly checking if he answered me. This is not me, okay? Normally, if I like a guy, it's like, okay, like he's gonna chase me, not the other way around. But I feel like I've been so much time, spending so much time on social media, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and it's like endless scrolling, and that's also not me. And I just haven't been giving the time to myself or to God, to just hear his voice when he tells me, no, daughter, this is not for you. Like, he is not for you. And he tried telling me, and guess what I did? I didn't listen. And well, that resulted in, him ghosting me. And then I called him, which is something I don't normally do unless I really like that person. And I really liked him because we've known each other since elementary. And, us talking, I really felt like we were gonna get married or something serious. Anyways, it didn't work out and I got really sad. And this just comes to show that if I would have put all this energy into God and into myself, things would have been so much more different. And honestly, the point of this video is just motivation for me to get back on track. And, just to tell you, it's fine if you get off track as long as you want to get back on track. And I'm just gonna say how I got back on track is honestly, I was gonna make this video just to make it like a mini series of like a mini series of me getting back on track. But this is just gonna be another video. See what I'll name it. So I feel like I got back on track a month ago when I started with my diet, which was not good, I'm not gonna lie, because not that starting with a diet isn't good, but it's just the way that I started was, you know, it wasn't the best. So I started a no sugar diet. So just to summarize it, it was a no sugar diet, but I was eating like more than 2,000 calories a day. So I was not in a calorie deficit, but everything I ate didn't have sugar in it. And anyways, that resulted in me gaining 10 pounds. Yeah. And after I realized that, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go on a calorie deficit. And I did. I went on a calorie deficit and I lost 15 pounds with the calorie deficit alone, which motivated me to start working out. And now that I'm working out, I got motivated to start YouTube again. And right now I feel I wasn't motivated to work out today, if I'm being honest. I've been having a tough week, but I was literally on my bike, just cycling or spinning, while my eyes were closed because I was like, might as well multitask and sleep or like take a nap and cycle, which is funny. I don't know, just saying it out loud is just so funny. But yeah, I did that, and then just that thought came to my head that I should start YouTube again. And yeah, another thing that I feel like really contributed to me getting back on track is I've fasted before, but it's always been like, oh, fasting from social media or fasting until 6 p.m. And they've helped. They really have helped because God knows that I back at that time I was not able to do a 24-hour fast, let alone a 3 day fast. Mm-mm. So I would say 3 weeks ago I did a fast. I did a 24-hour fast, and I was just asking God for all these things, just not materialistic things, just have my things together, if you know what I mean. And ever since then, I've been just so full of life, so happy. Back then, when I started this YouTube channel, um, I would always just be so happy. I was Every night I went to bed excited for the next day. I would work out and I'd be just so happy. I would go to work extremely happy, happy to help the customers. And then when I started teaching, I feel like I did such a good job teaching, and everything was just so good. And then slowly but surely I started falling off track. And ever since I did that fast, I've been excited to wake up every morning again, except yesterday and today I've been having such a hard week, just overthinking, and I'm honestly just overstimulated. But I know things will get better, and I don't want things to get worse this time. So I'm actually doing stuff to just basically force motivation because I would say I was a pretty disciplined person, and I'm trying to get that discipline back. I'm trying to get back on track with that. But I feel like sometimes you just have to force motivation. Like, for example, me working out, the only way that I force my motivation to work out is by working out until I sweat, and then I'm all of a sudden I'm motivated. Or sometimes I'm not, to be honest, but I still do it, and I guess that does make me a disciplined person. But the point of this video is don't overestimate the time that you have. Don't be like me, just scrolling your life away. Don't scroll your life away. Oh my gosh, like sometimes I think I have so much potential and I'm just over here wasting it, just scrolling it away. Don't scroll your life away and honestly force your motivation. This video, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't plan it. So if things are all over the place, just pretend we're on FaceTime and yeah, pretend I'm telling you a story and giving you advice because I really felt the urge to make this video. I promise you, I was on the bike and the thought just came to my mind that I should make this video. And like I said, it was gonna be a series, but I don't know. Maybe God, forced me out the bike to make this video. I'm not sure, but yeah, I didn't plan it. So if it's not perfect, actually, what am I saying? It has to be perfect. It's perfect. Okay, it's perfectly imperfect. Okay, so a little summary. If you fall off track, it's okay. You can get back up again. Okay, get back up again. Force your motivation. That's number two. Force your motivation, and I guess basically that's discipline. So force your motivation. They always just have the urge to be better. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and just think, like, I need to be better. You need to be mugging yourself every 6 months. That's what I saw on Instagram. And I think it's the truth. And I feel like I am mugging myself from the past.